Hello, folks. Welcome to today's football predictions and benchmarks. Another very beautiful Thursday morning, and once again, we're back with our predictions right on this very channel. As usual, that's what we do. Always bringing games that are happening across the globe. Looking at them and also making the verdicts. Based on certain statistics that we have on ground on each of these matches. All right. Yesterday we had a very good outing. We saw that 5 games out of the 6 matches we predicted. Saw success. Aside the Barcelona that actually considered late to allow Atalanta to equalize on that occasion. It would have been a perfect day for us, but it's okay. It's a good day, and hopefully today we're also going to do well. And in a short while, we'll be looking at the matches one after the other. And I want to ask you first, so come across our video for the first time that are yet to subscribe, take out time to hit the subscription button right now so that you don't miss out on our games that will always come up on this very channel on a daily basis. Okay. All right, that being said, without further ado, let's say today's business. And today we have a Europa League, and all our matches today are all in Europa League. Just like yesterday, we had Champions League all through, and we'll be starting with the very first match today. It is a Europa League match between Twente and Besiktas. Okay, we'll have to look at the recent performances for both sides to see that for Twente, the home side have had 3 victories in the last 6 matches. They've also been able to you know they also had 3 losses as well. And Besiktas, on the other hand, have won 3 games, but they've also had 3 draws in the last 6 games that they have so far. When you look at how these two teams have fared on a home and away basis, you could say that on the home side, Twente have been able to achieve 6 victories in the last 10 home matches. Okay, we saw them winning the last 3 home games, and they've also had 2 draws as well as 2 losses. Inside the last 10 home matches that they had so far. And the away side, on the other hand, Besiktas have managed just 2 wins, and they've also had 6 draws. Okay, they've also had 5 draws in the last 10 away games and 3 losses in the last 10 away games that they have so far. So when you put all that together, you see that the home side does better to 20. But also noting the fact that these two teams will be needing this very much. They'll be needing to win, and we expect to see a lot of goals appearing in this very encounter. And it is an over 2.5. That's what value for that very encounter. Okay, minimum of 3 goals to appear in that very game. That's what we expect. All right, and the next is also in the Europa League where we have Midtjylland coming up against Fenerbahce. Okay, when you look at how these two teams have performed in recent times, Midtjylland have had 4 victories and 2 losses. Fenerbahce, on the other hand, at their away side have won 5 games in the last 6 matches, but also had 1 draw in the last 6 games that they had so far. A quick look at how they fared home and away basis, you can see that for the home side, Midtjylland in the last 10 home matches, they've been able to achieve 7 victories in the last 10 home games that they have so far, and they've also had 2 losses as well as 1 draw. And the away side, Fenerbahce, have had 6 victories in the last 10 away matches. They've also had 2 draws as well as 2 losses. Okay, you're looking at last 3 away games for Fenerbahce. I've seen them winning convincingly, scoring 3 goals or more in the last 3 away matches that they had. They've been scoring of late. They're doing very well. And in this very encounter, we know that Fenerbahce actually needs this very match more than Midtjylland. And in this very encounter, we'll expect to see the away side to win. It is a win for Fenerbahce to win. That's what we expect for that very game. Okay, and the next game that we have for you is also the Europa League, where we have Slavia Praha, who will be coming up against Malmo. And Slavia Praha, the home side, have had 2 victories, 1 draw, but have also lost 3 matches in the last 6 recent games that they have so far. Malmo, on the other hand, their away side have won 3 games. They've had 1 draw as well as 2 losses in the last 6 recent matches. And looking at how these two teams fared on home and away basis, Slavia Praha, the home side, have actually won 6 matches. In the last 10 home appearances. They've also had 2 draws and 2 losses. Okay, and the away side, Malmo FC, have managed to achieve 2 victories, and they've also had 4 draws, but have lost 4 matches in the last 10 away games that they have so far. Okay, and put all that together, we expect to see Slavia Praha, the home side, who actually is in a drop zone, and they're expected to rise to the occasion of win this very match because they need this very match, the 3 points they actually needed. So we expect to see the home side, winning out roughly in this very one. Okay, having also noted the fact that they've actually won 6 matches from home, we expect them, having a victory against this very side. Home win, that's our value for this very game. And the next is Roma coming up against Frankfurt, and Also, we take a look at recent games. We see that Roma have had 3 victories and 2 draws, as well as 1 loss in the last 6 matches. And also, Frankfurt have had, 4 draws, 1 loss, and as well as one draw in the last 6 games. And when you look at how these teams have fared on home and away basis, the home side Roma have done very well of recent, having won 8 matches in the last 10 home games that they have so far, and they've had 2 losses. Okay, the home side Roma have actually won their last 6 home matches, convincingly, scoring more than 3 goals in each of those home matches. Okay, and we side Frankfurt on the other hand have had 4 victories, 2 draws, as well as 4 losses in the last 10 away you know appearances. So when we put all that together, we expect Roma, the home side, to rise to the occasion in this one and win this very encounter. It is at home side to win out shortly. That's what we expect. Okay, and the next is also in the Europa League. Once again, we'll have Atletico Bilbao. Okay, we'll be up against Viktoria Plzen. And looking at recent games for both sides, we see that Bilbao have had just 1 victory and 2 draws, but have lost 3 matches in the last 6 games that they had at present time. And when you look at Viktoria Plzen, they've had 4 victories, 1 draw, as well as 1 loss in the last 6 matches. Looking at how these 2 teams have performed on home and away basis, you can see that the home side, Bilbao, have had 6 victories from home, and they've also had 2 draws and 2 losses. That tells you 60% of the home matches have resulted to a win for Bilbao. And the away side Plzen, on the other hand, playing from away, have been able to achieve 5 victories in the last 10 away matches. They've also had 2 draws. They also had 3 draws as well as 2 losses in the last 10 away attempts. And in this very one, noting the fact that Plzen also have seen lots of goals, 7 times out of 10, produce a lot of over 2.5 in the last 10 away matches. Okay, and we expect to see in this very encounter a minimum of 2 goals. We want to go safe for this very one, and we expect to see an over 1.5 for this very encounter. Okay, that's our value for that very game. And the next game that we have, which is going to be the last for the day, also in Europa League, we'll have Maccabi Tel Aviv, who will be up against FC Porto. Okay, looking at recent games for both sides, Tel Aviv have had 2 victories and 2 draws, as well as 2 losses. And Porto, on the other hand, have had 1 win, 1 draw, but have lost 4 games. And looking at how these 2 teams have performed on home and away basis, Maccabi Tel Aviv have actually won, 5 games in the last. Okay, they've actually won 6 games in the last 10 home matches. They've also had 3 losses as well as 1 draw. And away side, Porto, playing from away, have had 2 wins, 2 draws, but have lost 6 games in the last 10 away attempts. But we know that Porto will be needing this very encounter to be needed to win. And they also possess better quality, in my opinion, against this very side. So we will expect to see their away side Porto, to rise to the occasion and take the opportunity to win this very encounter. It is away side to win out shortly. That's what we expect for that very game. And that brings our predictions for you today on Betcraft to conclusion. Wish you the very best of luck, and I hope you take it cool screen. Also, remember to play responsibly. These are football matches, may not be exactly what it seems sometimes. That being said, tomorrow is another day, and we will be up with our predictions right on this very channel. Do not miss out, but until that time, keep winning.